Okay.
So I think when there's one person, we should zoom in.
Yeah. Not anymore.
And you can do this. Put them somewhere in the center. Yeah.
Yes, we have.
And the thing is, if you notice, the box is zooming in on his face. See the box?
Hello?
Box.
All right. I
box tracking it.
have the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you everybody for joining us. We're here today to celebrate my dad's 60th birthday, even though it was actually 7 months ago. And I think this is actually the 7th party that he's had. So, you know, 1 per month. We've been celebrating for a while. There is absolutely no limit. And so, you know, we're here to celebrate my dad. And before we start doing that, I think I want to change gears for a second. And I want to, for 1 second, celebrate my mom, who has put together this entire party. So they are quite a team. So I want to also tell you guys about a couple of attractions we have today, just to make sure you don't miss them. So over here we've got a photo booth up front. We have a professional photographer over there, over here. Raj and Uncle is taking videos, and I know a few of you have brought some anecdotes and stories about Dad, so please make sure to record those.
Hey, no holds barred. Say anything you want.
And he says, say anything you want.
And we did!
We plan to.
So please, make sure to say anything you want on video. So we have those
It will
memories.
not go on Facebook.
And he assures you that it will not go on Facebook, so we'll see. So, all right, look, this is the chance I get to make fun of my dad in front of everybody. So today, I'm going to tell you some stories from my dad's childhood all the way through today. And right after that, we have lunch and my dad's favorite activity right after lunch. Does anybody know what it is? Yeah, we'll be singing together and we'll kick off some karaoke. So, you know, to kick things off, we wanted to have a couple of my dad's friends from college come do a quick skit. But, you know, everybody knows my dad's an engineer and that he went to IIT. There's no way you could miss it. But I don't think many people know exactly how that came to be. So I thought I'd share that story with you. So when my dad was, I think 6 or 7 years old, this story actually starts on a train. My dad was taking a train with his dad, my Bapuji, and my dad, you know, he loved to tinker with things. He was very curious. He loved to go where he couldn't go, run around, explore. And on the train, he just really wanted to go check out the engine compartment. So he's going up and, you know, he's running off and Bapuji's running after him and he wants to go in the engine compartment and he can't. And he's like, why can't I go in there? Why can't I go in there? And his dad says, oh, you have to be an engineer to go in the train compartment. And so what do you know? A couple of years later, after 3 different entrance exams, he ended up at IIT with these guys. So I want to introduce his friends who are going to say a few words.
Thanks, Anees. Good afternoon, everyone. Raj, I'm going to ask you to come here. Bring the chair. Bring your own chair.
This is Sunil Joshi.
So, good afternoon and happy birthday, Raj. Maybe right below the balloons will be fantastic. So, we are Raj's IIT classmates who have known Raj for decades. Right? I'm Sunil, this is Cal, and this Rakesh. Okay. I actually personally knew Raj from even before IIT, back in the Ahmedabad days when he was in high school. That's when we first met. Don't worry. Okay. So, as some of you know, Raj was born nearly 60 years ago in Rangoon. How many knew that? All right. Well, our friendship with Raj is so old that there are folks here. Where's Renu? There. Okay. You know, who believe that we grew up together with Raj in Rangoon.
Well, so it so happens I grew up in Pagoda Street. You know that, right?
I also grew up in Pagoda Street.
29th, man. 29th. I'm actually corner of 29th Pagoda. 29th and Pagoda, yes.
Okay, so let me tell you how this whole thing started. Raj, first of all, you're a really lucky guy to have a wife like Pallavi.
I'm not speaking.
Yes.
Yeah. So Pallavi sent us an email message to the four of us, right? And Kirish too, saying, hey, would you like to do a toast for Raj? You know, toast, not a roast, okay? How nice is that, right? So let me, baby ho to aisi, So let me propose a toast to Pallavi, and Raj, your toast. And Pallavi also warned us that the audience would be varied with different age groups, etc. And we should be careful with what we say, and not just relive our old college days.
So that pretty much cut out my original idea of dancing in our birthday suits.
He was ready for it, by the way. So I think we're just going to stick to a very simple theme that works for all audiences of all ages, both young and old, and namely potty humor.
I thought you said party humor.
Oops, looks like my hearing is going bad. I also turned 60. So keep that in mind, Raj. Okay. So anyways, talking about parties, what a great party this is. Hey Cal, how old do you have to be to get a party like this thrown for you?
Well, at Raj's age, it kind of depends.
I'm not trying it right now.
Okay, Raj. What a royal name that is. Yeah, I mean, you sitting here on a throne like this is just amazing. But keep in mind that,
I have our permission.
when we knew him, Raj was much younger. You're more like a Prince Charming?
Charming, oh.
Cal is always ready. Pointed the other way. Pointed the other way. Yes, our Prince Charming.
It's like IIT humor.
Hey, Raj, you look great on your throne out there. Face is a little flushed, though.
Party humor.
Okay, so I'll stick to that. Okay. As you all know very well, Raj takes a little longer than normal to do things. In fact, here's Rakesh to tell a little story.
So, many years ago, Raj took leave from Intel. We were at Intel our first year there, right? And I think you had, what, a 2-week vacation?
2 weeks.
2-week vacation. So during the 2-week vacation, Raj sent something, says he needs to extend it. So I think I had the job of going and seeing Colin, your boss, right? So I gave him this, whatever Raj... Telegram. Right. So I showed him this telegram, Raj is sick and so on, right? Then, sure enough, 2 weeks later, another telegram comes. This is like, we already know what's going on. Kind of know what's going on. And it's like, Raj has cholera or something. I forget what it was. Malaria, cholera. So Colin didn't know the difference in malaria. I said, oh God, let him take as much time. And then, sure enough.
He thought malaria was already uprooted.
Yeah. And sure enough, instead of 2 weeks, in 6 weeks, Raj came back with his much better health. And we were fortunate to meet Pallavi at the time.
Yeah, in fact, he sent this telegram that said, "Got married, got malaria." Stop. We didn't know whether one was cause of the other or not. That was left to the imagination.
Actually, that part was
So-
true. That was stupidity on my part.
Of course it was true.
You told Colin only the one that said got malaria or cholera or whatever you said.
Oh, thank you so
It
much.
was malaria. It was malaria. I completely remember this one. So, so Dora wanted to tell you that he really appreciates all the bike rides he got from you while he was at IIT. And he also reminded me of this incident that I wanted to kind of share with everybody. This guy, there was this Professor SSSP Rao. I don't know if he's here, but so Raj was, the star pupil at IIT Bombay, right? So he used to sit right in front, right in front. And he used to fall asleep every class. And poor Professor Rao, he used to kind of try to wake him up, but he couldn't say very much because the guy used to ace every test, right? Every quiz, everything. He used to ace everything. But he used to fall asleep.
But you know why, right? You gave me all the fundas at 6 in the morning before every quiz.
That's true. So he was called Sleepy Shah from then on. So,
Okay, so if you have known Raj for a long time, you probably have seen him lost in deep thoughts at times, right? I mean, we felt that he was just searching for something and could not find it. Well, all that changed with Google Maps. The search is over. Raj can now find a way in his life and navigate well. So hey, we want to wish Raj a wonderful, long, healthy life and maybe see more of him in coming years. Happy birthday, Raj.
Thank you. Thanks, Mo, for saving me from malaria in marriage.
Thank you.
One more question. At the end of that, Raj still had his job at Intel.
Yes, that's why I said
Now
thanks.
you manage.
Yeah.
Zoom and this, and then you can hold this.
Yeah, all right, come on. I'm gonna tell one more story about you. So now everybody knows my dad grew up in Burma, right? And it's funny because if you had met him when he first moved here back in 1980, within 30 seconds of meeting him, you would have found out that he was born in Burma. It was such a thing that, one time back then, when a group of people got together, just like these guys started introducing themselves as living in Burma, in one gathering, 30 people got together and one by one introduced themselves as having lived in Burma. And today still, every year on his birthday, do you guys know what we do? The first thing we do on his birthday is we go to a Burmese restaurant. And my dad always says the exact same thing to the waitress every time, which is, I think, and he'll probably correct me, which is Burma Singa Malabu, which means I don't speak Burmese. And that's how we always celebrate his birthday. So my dad has many, many different groups of friends. He's more social than maybe even I am. And so I want to invite a different group of friends, affectionately known as the study group.
Oh.
Where are they?
There's not enough space there for this type of
Six.
Where is the study group?
Oh, Swaz is here.
Yeah, he's right there underneath you.
नहीं गला जा रहा है ऑलरेडी नहीं रेड एक्सक्यूज मी रेड सल्फाइड्स allergy am I going there
Right there. So everybody go there. Come on.
The audience is behind.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
ये study group क्या है? Do you know anything about the study?
This is the Gita study.
Gita study.
So they study Vedanta.
While they're setting up,
Study
did
Bhagavad
anybody
Gita,
lose a pink iPhone? I found a pink iPhone.
Take it. ले ले.
Oh, this is lovely. We have that's ये तो बकायदा. वो आरती शादी हो रही है.
Hello. So, this is our Chinmaya Mission study group, and as you see that it is quite directed by Rajesh. He just told us to move the stand. That's how we start. So anyways, we are here going to give you a little glimpse of the study group and Rajesh's participation and role in the study group.
I'm going to witness my part.
Yes. So we are going to do the invocation prayer first, right? And I think, where is Rajesh?
Yes.
Rajesh. Oh, you are early today, Rajesh.
Yes, I came early today.
Oh, would you like to eat something?
No, I'll read.
Oh, you'll read?
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
fine, good. Okay.
I'll sit next to the child.
Okay. Let's sit next to the child. Okay, so where is everybody? Oh, everyone's arriving? Great. Where is Pallu? Oh,
Pallu.
Hi, how are you? Great, good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad with all your heavy workload. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we'll start with the invocation prayer. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Pallu. Okay, fine, never mind. Okay, so we start our study group today, and we are doing Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. We'll be doing Karma Yoga. Okay, and what is Karma Yoga is what we are going to discuss today.
I have a question. Why are you all decked up today? This is a study group.
Just because we are in a spiritual journey doesn't mean you don't deck up. I mean, as long as you're not attached to it, it doesn't identify you. You can do just whatever you want.
Who's used to be dressed up? Rana used to be dressed up.
Oh, okay. That's good. Can I have some chai?
Okay, fine.
I'm the narrator. Study group is not supposed to have tea or snacks. Study moderator has already broken the rule by offering some light snacks and tea after the session. And now Rajesh breaks another rule by having chai in middle of the session.
Beginning of the session. Okay, so we start with Karma Yoga. So what is Karma Yoga? And we are all Hindus, most of us, and students of Hindu spirituality. And Karma Yoga is what is the best part of Bhagavad Gita. So Karma Yoga is that you do your duties, offering it to God or to the higher spirit, without expecting any fruits of action.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why should I do something and not expect anything in return?
Anybody wants-
Remind me of the balloon one that Savita, you know balloon? The balloon story.
What's the balloon story? Yeah, remember Rajesh was talking about how children get attached to the balloon and the parents know that the balloon is going to burst, but the children don't. It's sort of like that with us, right? We get attached to stuff in our life, and the wise people, the sages, they know it's going to burst, they know it's temporary, but we don't get it. It's like that, and that's why we need to work on our Karma Yoga skills.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something about Karma Yoga?
Yes, Karma Yoga without Purushartha is not meaningful. Purushartha is the extra strength that we all put into the karmas that we lead. So I think without Purushartha, karma would not itself be complete.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It does? So do you get it, Rajesh, that you can do an action without expecting any results of the fruits of action?
Yeah, for now I'll assume that to be true.
Well, no. Okay, let me kind of elaborate, Okay? You don't have to, you really cannot do something without expecting any fruits of action. But you don't have attachment to the fruits of action. That is what you take away from Karma Yoga. So you do your best and then accept whatever you get. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Okay, fine, thank you. Anybody else wants to say something, or we'll conclude with the chai? With chai.
With chai.
Fine.
Let's have chai.
Okay, so we have chai.
So as to be expected, Rajesh has not showed up for quite a few sessions after that. So one day Kalpana asks Pallavi if she can make it. And Pallavi says, Kalpana, I will most likely make it. But I'm taking so many courses and have so many assignments due. So, as to be expected, we don't see Rajesh and Pallavi for a few more sessions.
Okay, Rajesh, you're here early. Okay, great. Do you have the right book?
Yes, I have the right book. I'll follow.
We are starting with Vivek Chudamani, you know that. It's not Bhagavad Gita anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll follow Pallu's book. Pallu, you have the book? Pallu?
Okay, great. Wonderful. So now that we are doing Vivek Chudamani, which I'm sure all of you know about, it's a great scriptural Prakaran Grantha. So we are going to talk of Shata Sampatti. Okay, who should I ask about Shata Sampatti? Neeraj, can you say something about Shata Sampatti?
I think it's a very, very good point. But I think the person that I think would be very, very good would be Savita. Could you say something?
Okay. So the Shat Sampatti is the 6 qualities that we need to develop as Vedanta students. Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, and Samadhana. And I think we are on, which one are we covering today?
So today we are going to talk about Shraddha.
Yeah, but I don't really get it. How can I have Shraddha in someone,
But we have
in a guru?
Anybody wants to say something about that? Happy? Yeah.
Shraddha is a stepping stone for Hindu spirituality. Without that, we cannot really attain the path to enlightenment. So we have to trust our teacher, our guru, and to trust in the guru imparting knowledge to us. And we also have to trust our scriptures, that they are good, and we have to kind of accept that and move on to path of enlightenment.
Pallu, you want to say something?
So I think Rajesh should really get this by this time. So I'm going to let him really elaborate on this.
No, I'll just take it as a working assumption for now. Yeah.
No. That's not how it is. In Vedanta, you are supposed to question something and really be convinced about the logic of it. So, Shraddha is like, what is Shraddha? Is like, please.
No, I'll make it easier for you, Rajesh. Just like you have Shraddha for Pallavi in everything.
Yeah.
That concept would make it clearer.
Yes.
That's great.
Wherever Pallu goes, I go.
That's great. So, no, that you should continue to do all your life.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, Shraddha means, when you go to sleep, you are sure you will wake up the next morning, right? You have that faith. That is Shraddha.
Yeah.
When you...
Ama cha chhe na?
Okay, fine. Whatever. Okay. Maybe, Rajesh, let's wait till we conclude this session, okay? All right. Okay. So, and another example of Shraddha is that when you know that after the sun sets, it is going to rise in the morning. You have that Shraddha. And also, let's say if you get into Harvard, you are going to get a good job, right? Rajesh, hey, please, everybody, let's get back to the point. Okay, yeah, let's get back on track, okay? Yeah. All right. Okay, so, does it make sense a little bit?
Yes, it's okay. It's good. But,
so, you always say something, Rajesh, that it is, what is Shraddha for you is a suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, I'm suspending disbelief because, it's fine. It's a working assumption. But, I have a question. What do we take away from today's session? We should let us have faith in everything. Let us try to have faith. That is what I take away from today's session.
Okay, good. Great. So at least we have come this far in our study group. That sounds wonderful. We should do the concluding prayer. And we'll see you in the next session. Pallu, you and Rajesh.
I think Rajesh is going to be in China. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I go wherever Pallu goes.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, I know that. Okay, fine. Let's do the concluding prayer. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
As to be expected, we have not seen Rajesh for a few more sessions since then. But we know that we will see him soon, and we will know he will bring up the topic of Shraddha once again.
This was a glimpse into our Vedanta study group, and this study group could not perform or could not go along without Pallavi and Rajesh. They are the bedrock of this study group. Thank you very much, and happy 60th birthday, Rajesh. We are going to sing a song for you. Okay. That's a quick thing.
Okay. Namaste, everyone. So the song we're going to sing is a birthday song in Sanskrit, and it was composed by the previous head of the Chinmaya Mission, Swami Tejomayananji. Since the song is in Sanskrit and many of you may not know the language, I'll just read a translation in English. But listen for some key words which will help you enjoy the song better. Oh dear friend, may this birthday bring auspiciousness and joy to you forever. Indeed, we all pray for your long life. May the Lord always protect you. And by noble deeds, may you attain fame and may your life be fulfilled. Okay. Janmadinamidam Hai Priya Sakhe Janmadinamidam Hai Priya Sakhe Shantanotu te Sarvada Mudam Shantanotu te Sarvada Mudam Prarthayamahe Bhavashatayushi Prarthayamahe Bhavashatayushi Ishvara Sada Tvam Charakshatu Ishvara Sada Tvam Charakshatu